Hi, Emma.
Hey.
Kaylee with Summit Up Podcast. You talked to us yesterday about how important the directive to develop the younger players and switch it up is. How great was that to see Kennedy's first goal tonight with your passion behind that directive?
Yeah, I think we've been really clear what's important to us, and the process is always of the highest order. Have we made progress in these 3 games? 1,000,000%. So, and it's not about preparing just 11 players. We have to prepare a squad to compete, and someone like Kennedy, who got her first start, at least playing against high-level teams, I think she learned a lot from game 1 to game 3, and she's really good aerially, and the team has been set the challenge to be better from set pieces, and very happy for her, especially to come in the game off the back of a really good 45 minutes from Tiona Davison.
Thank you, Aaron. Yesterday you mentioned to us how impressed you are with Japan's entire squad and their program, and in particular their back 4. So what happened today that enabled your squad to break that group?
More cooking lessons, and the application of the cooking lessons is like, it is as simple as that. You can't become elite without rehearsal and failure and learnings and all of them things, and it doesn't go in a straight line. And look, of course I want to win every game of football, but not at the expense of what we're trying to achieve. And we need a lot of players to be better developed tactically at the highest level, because that's where the highest end of the game is. Not the game of old, of USA showing up, being really just physical, aggressive, athletic. We have to be more than that. That's the reality to compete, and we are becoming more than that, and I'm very proud of us for that.
Where was there not another one back there? Yeah, right there. Sorry, the lights are getting me.
Jeff Dressel, 9 News, NBC Denver. What do you see in Sophia and Lindsay when they come back to Colorado each time? Do you see a little bounce in their step, and do they tell you about how great it is here?
Do you know what? I do. First, I'll start with Soph. She just had a baby. Like, how great that is for her to come back, start for the national team in the first game, get rid of the rust. I thought she looked more like herself, and getting herself back into it. I think it's been a great camp for her and Gigi, their first one on the road, and I know she's really enjoyed it, being back with the team. I think Lindsay, she definitely felt the love across, everywhere tonight, because she's coming home. And I've said many times she'll be a great leader for this team. She really will, because she has standards, really high standards every day. And I've said to her, especially the last 2 camps, I think she's been outstanding for us. And I know she, produces top performances under pressure all of the time, and she did that again tonight.
Follow up on Lindsay. What does she mean to a Summit FC coming into a new team here, that's inaugural team here? What can she add, and what does it mean for the city of Denver to have her as a part of a face of Denver?
Yeah, I just saw a coach, Nick, who I know well, and the owners and GM outside, and I said, you're getting a winner. And she'll drive standards every day. She will be relentless with it. She'll make sure that the group doesn't drop off. She's elite. She's a top pro. She's got all of them habits from playing in Europe, Champions League, World Cups, Olympics. She's elite.
Back right there, yep.
Hi, Carolyn from Women's Sports Weekly. You talk in terms of cooking. So what's the spice that needs to be added moving forward?
I think anyone will know that you're always going to find room for improvement around some element of that. So when I go back and assess everything from our appetizers, our main meal, and our dessert, I will find things that need improving upon. It might be presentation in some part, it might be just texture, it might even be just a little bit of seasoning. But you can't do that until you really analyse it, and analysis for us is like customer feedback. And once we've done that, then our players will tell you You know, Denise and I have worked together for a long time. We know how to layer different levels into this side, and I'm sure our staff will find the next parts. For me, I wanted to see the finishing part tonight. I wanted us to be clinical, and so it took a while to get to that part. Now, if you want 200 people at your restaurant every night, you better make sure your cooking is on point all of the time, not some of the time.
Back front here.
You mentioned yesterday that Henry was excited to see snow, or rather, you were excited for him to see snow.
Yeah.
That was probably the only group that was excited to play in that today. How did that go?
I mean, yeah, great. Watching his little face look out the window at the hotel, and he was like, "Look, Mummy, there's so much snow." And I was thinking, wait till we get to Vale on Tuesday. He'll see a fair bit then. I mean, if this game was in England, it had been called off yesterday with a sprinkle and a dusting. Like, so to see how I was loving the videos that were coming back of the ploughs out and like clearing the field. Like, I was like, oh, we're so behind the times in England, but we don't actually get that much snow. That's why it falls apart. But didn't dampen the crowd. I thought, I always love coming here. I've got such great memories here, and I thought the crowd were on point the whole game. It was a great atmosphere.
Let's go online to Tamara. Go ahead, Tamara.
Hi, Emma.
Hey.
Congratulations on the win. Tamara Griffin with The Athletic.
Hey.
I'm just wondering what you make of the fact that of the 5 goals that have been scored across these 3 games, none of them have been from forwards. Trinity, of course, has had a couple of assists. And I know you've been talking a lot about decision-making in the final third. So I'm curious how you're sort of carrying that into this in-between period until the next international window.
I mean, Trin and Soph have missed the best part of 18 months. I expect that to be the rustiest. But if we're scoring those goals without them, imagine what we're going to look like when we get them from them, and we will. I think Soph was unlucky not to be on the score sheet tonight. She really was. Not through lack of trying. I think that one in the second half, it was a nailed-on goal, and with a little bit more confidence, a little more self-belief, a little more played in, I have no doubt whatsoever they will contribute to goals.
Let's go to Jeff Kassouf. Go ahead, Jeff.
Hey, Emma. You've talked this week about possession becoming, more part of the identity, and how the team's displayed that this week. I'm curious from the creativity side of if you took the long view of the past couple of years of how you've seen creative solutions, creative thinking kind of evolve within this team, and maybe if you saw some progression in that as well this window.
Listen, I think we've always dominated the possession, even since I've been here. I think the difference now is that, when we beat Japan in the Olympics, we dominated the possession 77% of the time. So it was even more then. I think the difference now is that we can break teams down better than we did then. We might have been reliant on a super goal or one-off chance, whereas now I think we're creating at least 1 XG, a half against the top side, which is about par for the course. But I think we're getting into the right areas in a much different way. Listen, when Japan they make it difficult for you to access the spaces that you want, and you have to be so intentional about how you're doing it. And I think that the understanding amongst the players is just getting more pronounced. So, yeah, there's a lot of progress, definitely, but I do think people need to leave behind this idea that you're going to go and thrash teams 5 and 6-0 every time. I think it's disrespectful to the opponent. I think beating Japan 3-0, honestly, is an amazing scoreline. I don't think you'll do that every game over 3. I think it'll be what it is: 2-1, 1-0, 3-0. That's what happens at the elite level. So happy to get 3 goals against the top team.
US Soccer on TNT is presented by AT&T. From Commerce City, Colorado, the final match of this 3-game series against Japan for the US women's national team. Luke Walm alongside Julie Foudy in the broadcast booth, and 10 changes made by Emma Hayes from Tuesday's loss in Seattle. Claire Hutton, the only one to start both. And Tierna Davidson starts her first match back for club or country since her injury.
And I think this is going to be such a huge moment for Tierna Davidson. It's been over a year coming back from that ACL, and the team has missed her a ton. When she got in that second game, immediately came in and made a difference, playing that ball over that back line. She's their most progressive passer for the United States, and they're going to need that service from her tonight.
The snow from earlier in the day has cleared away, and the evening sunshine fades as this one kicks off at the end of a week that has seen these two superpowers collide, and both of them win one game in San Jose last weekend at Dick's Sporting Goods Park. As the outswinger comes in towards the 6-yard box, and the shot is saved. Came in from Koga. Dickey going low to make the save. It's a 10th cap for Claudia Dickey tonight, her second start in this international window.
And you see Claudia Dickey at first coming, and there is Trinity Rodman going down. Hard to see what happened there, but...
Rose Lavelle's ball in. Heaps climbs, couldn't quite get there first. Tierna Davidson got ahead to it, and then that's a great save as it's headed over the bar. Sophia Wilson denied, though, by a wonderful stop at point-blank range from Hirao. Wilson still looking for her first goal back.
Really well done by Heaps to get that first ball. Then they fight for the second one again. Oh, my goodness. Great save by Hirao. And then Gurma in front of goal can't get it down. A really nice point-blank save from Hirao to just react and get it up and out. Here is the turn by Sophia Smith. Hirao, so
good play from Fox, positive play as it comes in, and Rodman's ball forward. Now it drops towards Lavelle. Wilson beats Kumagai and then kills that one over the bar.
You could hear the excitement in the stands. Sophia Smith. Sophia Wilson scores that. They are going crazy.
This is against Kumagai as well.
Yeah.
Such a veteran defender who's achieved so much in the game.
Great little move. Just gets under it, chops away at it. Leaning back a little bit too much. This is a 4-time.
Hutton out wide for Rodman here. Rose Lavelle. Rodman continuing the run, but Lavelle looks to the other side for Alyssa Thompson, finds her with a perfect ball out to that far touchline. It's Alyssa Thompson inside here for Claire Hutton, who has a goal off the bar. Great strike, so close from Claire Hutton.
So many good things about this sequence. You think you're going back to Trinity Rodman, so does Japan. So Rose says, no thank you, I'm going the other way. Alyssa Thompson picks it up, perfectly paced ball that Claire Hutton can hit first.
Here towards Giselle Thompson. Alyssa Thompson. Lavelle on the far side up against Shimizu. Shimizu couldn't quite get there as Lindsay Heaps picks it up. Lavelle still for support at the byline. Lavelle's cross chipped into the middle, comes towards Davidson, jumps for Gurma.
Again, Gurma is like, why does this center back always get the ball right in the middle? 2-goal Gurma. 2 good looks. Here's that ball across. The second ball picked up from Gurma. Tries to snap at that one. Doesn't get a hold of it.
2 goals scored in San Jose in that victory last Saturday before failing to find the net in the 1-0 defeat in Seattle. Wilson putting some pressure on, takes that ball off Koga. Sophia Wilson here has Lavelle to the right. Wilson goes for goal, and it's tipped away there by Hirao for a corner. The US on the front foot inside the opening 60 seconds of the second half.
And you feel Sophia Wilson getting her rhythm back. Again, only her second start from coming back from 17 months away. Nice little cut to the right to create a window, and a great save by Hirao to reach above and pair it wide. What a good save that is.
US now with 10 shots in the game, 4 on target. Lavelle, this one curling high in towards Wesley at the back post, and it's not in by Naomi Goma, and the United States have the advantage. The two central defenders combine.
It was center back Karma, Luke, after the two that Naomi Goma had in front. Becky Sauerbrunn at halftime saying she's gonna get one. And of course, the assist coming from the other center back, Kennedy Wesley, who puts it right back across, and there is Naomi Goma to make sure this one is the back of the net, and just the opening the United States needed to open up this game. And there it is, Gurma with the header to put the United States up 1-0.
Naomi Goma with her third international goal. Halfway. Kennedy Wesley steps in and plays that ball towards Heaps. And now through for Rose Lavelle, who is in on goal. It's Rose Lavelle for the United States. It's a cool, calm finish from Rose Lavelle. The lead is doubled 10 minutes after half-time.
It's what I really like about the way the U.S. is shaping up with that 3-5-2, because Rose comes from a higher position, and look at her being able to break that line easily with the beautiful slot. And the Trinity Rodman ball in, well done by Rodman, perfectly paced so she can take it in stride. And Rose Lavelle makes it 2-0. But she comes almost as a double 9 that's able to break that back line, and you see how high that Japanese back line is. The U.S. hasn't had much success in punishing them for that high line, but they sure did there, and it came from Rose Lavelle playing in that higher position.
Her second goal of the...
Numbers are better, the pace is better, and they're being rewarded for it. But this U.S. team knows at 63 minutes, plenty of time for Japan. They want to put a third in.
Shaw's ball into the middle. Wesley gets a touch to it. It's a goal and an assist tonight. Kennedy Wesley. 3-0 for the United States.
Oh my, there she is on that far post. Just gets it across her body. She comes in with her right foot. Look at this motion. Right foot hits it outside of her right foot. Do you know how hard this is to do and bring it back on frame? Well done, Kennedy Wesley, with the beauty to put the United States up emphatically 3-0. There it is.
A first international goal for Kennedy Wesley. And there needs to be a plaque on that net that says US Women's National Team Central Defenders. Goals from Rapinoe, Press and Heaps the last time the US scored 3 against Japan in a She Believes Cup game in 2020. Here's Hasegawa. Picked up by Hamano. Maso Kubo from distance. Dickey able to claim. Just plucks it out of the air.
Really good sequence by Japan. And then this one to Matsukubo, who gets a hold of it, and it's moving. And
Wesley. Hijikata and Nagano getting set to come in for Japan as well here. Packed up by Patterson on the edge of the area. The shot coming in from Shaw, and this is Rodman on the right side. Cleared away by Hamano, closed down by Gurma. It's full time. It's a 3-0 win for the United States. What a way to end this 3-match series against Japan. All smiles for Emma Hayes. 3 goals in 19 minutes at the start of the second half. A goal and an assist for Kennedy Wesley. Naomi Gurma and Rose Lavelle were the others.
yeah, and what a performance for Kennedy Wesley, coming on at halftime for Tierna Davidson, the 2 center backs. You see the team celebrating that. A great goal by Rose Lavelle, a very solid performance by Claudia Dickey in goal, and really an impressive in that second half. You saw what the potential is and the growth of this group over the last year, and they're not even scratching the surface, it feels like. An excellent win to finish off a 3-game series for the United States.